home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The makers going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back,
Films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, MSG stand up. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks.
Que lo que mi gente, welcome back to the Organic Fanatics. I am 1/3 of the head of Voltron over here as well. I appreciate you guys for joining us, everybody live, watching. We appreciate you guys for always checking in on us. Que lo que, what's good, konnichiwa, ni hao, all that good stuff. We out here with my pals, my peoples. First and foremost, I got my man Machete, El Machetazo, Machete Mig. Talk to him, Machete. Come on, you there? Are you there? You awake? He might not be here. He might be a little.
Hello, my bad. Happy Sunday, everybody. God bless. Let's talk some Knicks.
He keeps it short and sweet all the time, just straight to the point. He lets you know just right at. And then we got welcome back again. He got that reoccurring. He got that year pass. Always coming in. Always welcome. Que lo que mi gente, sports fan pronto. Alex, what up? Talk to him.
What's up? What's up? Salute to the panel. Salute to the chat. I'm excited to get the day rolling. I just want to say a quick side note. Shout out to my Mets for making that trade, getting Scherzer out of here and bringing that Ronald Acuna's brother, the next Acuna, to blow up. Let's go. Let's get it.
All
Let's
right,
go Mets, baby.
Listen, don't get disrespectful, you guys. Thank you. It's a New York. It's a New York podcast.
It's a New York thing.
So you like that trade? You like
The
that?
Mets,
You like that trade, sports fan?
I like it. I think Scherzer's time in New York was up. He, you know what I'm saying? He didn't really live up to the contract that we gave him. So I'm hoping that now that we got up and coming, second base shortstop and Acuna, we could, instead of retooling, I'm hoping we could like full blown rebuild and not make the same mistakes the Knicks made. You know what I mean? But That's the topic for another day.
Okay, I got you. Knicks made? Oh my goodness, boy! I think he just cocked back the hammer already, boy.
Y'all too solid.
Boy, he ain't wasting no time, boy. That's ammo steady flying out that piece. My boy, stay wild. I appreciate that. Once again, mi gente. And we talked a little bit about everything this year, where we at. But right now, today's topic is, do the Knicks have something to prove? All that smoke, everything's done out the way. Trades, we talked about that last couple of sessions here. Everything's already happened. The smoke's cleared. It's already settled out there. We have the players that we have. And we're going to be talking about eventually rotations. But These players got that chip. We talked a little bit about that, a smidge last week and maybe the week before. Just a little, we were just hinting, sprinkling a little something on there. But do they got something to play? I mean, we got some players out there. First of all, salute, congratulations to Mr. Jalen Brunson. Congratulations, Jalen Brunson, on your wedding. Much props to you, my brother. Salute. That's a big move. Real men do what real men do. We appreciate that. And congratulations to you and your wife. Much success on your lifetime that you guys have. The big step. So does he have something to prove with that? That's like a next level. He got the bride, he's got the bag. Now he needs the bodies. He needs the body bags. He needs the body bags of people. You guys think that gives him a smidge more ammunition? You see all these things just lining up for Brunson to just have a breakout all-star type year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for Brunson. He had everybody in there. He had Malik Bridges, RJ at the wedding. It's really good. I'm glad that he's growing up, moving on, becoming an adult. I mean, not that he wasn't, but he's moving into that phase of life, family matters and stuff like that. Got the bag, got the wifey on lock now, maybe something else will be coming up later on. God bless. But he's mature, and I'm like I said, I'm looking for Brunson to have a big year this year. This year it's gonna be big. Yeah,
Okay.
he's got a lot on his shoulders, and he's got a chip on his shoulders. He's coming into it. He got the bag, and he got the squad behind him. He has his home. He's feeling good right now. I can't wait.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely think it's his year. What do you think about it, sports fan Pronto? What do you think about him? How do you think he's doing here?
Yeah, man, I think he's gonna show out. I think he's gonna get a lot of motivation, a lot of maybe inspiration. I don't know, from this new, like you said, phase in his life. He's taking that next step and getting married and whatnot. So that always lights a little fire under the belly. You know what I'm saying? Because you got that extra motivation now. It's not like you're just doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your family now. So I'm
Exactly.
expecting a big leap.
Okay, yeah, it's a big year from Brunson. Ho, ho, ho! Last but not least, my man, my brother, the new Knicks, always a little late, but never always on time, but never late. However that phrase goes, you know how it is. But welcome back to new Knicks, who's always ready. Talking to him, we talking about Brunson. We talking about his wedding that he just had. Big salute to him. And how do you think that is that ammo for him? He got the bride, he got the bag, he got the, does he need the body count now? Does that give him ammo to get body counts?
Word. Salute everybody. What's good, Mike, Alex, Dwight, Mike, the specialist in the background. Salute to the chat. Salute to Organics Fanatics Family Worldwide. We're here. I was on YouTube watching Jalen Brunson getting married. It's definitely a good thing, even though I'm on the tip side of the fence on that, I'm married to the game. So, but to you guys that, what I mean? Yeah, y'all love y'all women, and that encourages y'all, to do great things. Salute to everyone. Yeah, I mean, I think he was there with his boys hanging out. Saw a few clips on the web. He was enjoying it, vibing out. Yeah, I mean, he's there with his boys, and like Mike said, I think this might surge some new energy for him, and hopefully he could come into the game with new aspirations and charged up, ready to go.
Now, when you guys said boys, I was going through the socials, and I saw one of the homies, one of the Nova, but not.
The whole Philly Mafia was out there.
Philly Mafia, okay. I saw Bridges, and then Bridges looked like he was turned up. He looked like he was almost ready to don a blue and orange cap out there. I know they, maybe started talking a little reckless, drunk, like, they should trade me, man. They should trade. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the
Good.
I'm looking at some of the comments and people are saying, you know, Malik is being wasted on the fucking Nets when he should be out when he's having a blast with his boys. Leon, please save this man. And then was another comment I thought was really funny. It said that it looks like RJ is not going anywhere.
That's
You know,
right.
I heard I don't know if it's true or not. I heard a report supposedly that last year they were gonna pull the trigger on the OG trade and ship RJ, but the only thing that held them up was that OG wasn't ready to re-up because the whole beef with Clutch and CAA, blah blah blah. So now that you know he got the CAA representative, I think RJ is not that safe.
Okay, so you think, as we've been talking about it throughout the summer, all the ops, whether he's going to be available, whether he's on the trade, does that segue into what we're talking about? Does RJ have something to prove? Does he have something? Do you think that it has to be? I mean, we talked about it. We said he's got to take the molly wop, the two stepper, the little 2-step slide. So, what is it going to take for him? What do you think? Machete says he's got to get free throw. What you said? Free throws 80% or better.
80%, 83%.
What do you think is a bit the key? The one thing that you could be like, all right, we keep him. Forget OG, forget Levine, forget everybody else. What is it? What is the thing that you think he needs to?
For me,
what?
Hey, we ready to blow. I'm ready.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. What were you saying, Sports Pro?
for me personally, I think he needs to clean up the finishes at the basket. That's like the most important thing because if you're a threat to finish at the rim, that opens up the rest of the game for you. You know, so I feel like if he could clean that up a little bit, get more in the 55-60 range, where it finishes in the basket percentage wise, I feel like that would do huge for his game. Like that would be tremendous.
I definitely see that. He's got to have a big year. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him all the way. I like what you're saying. I think his handles will help him. Handles and confidence. I think a big thing for him is just confidence, that swag. I think he's just overthinking too much. I think he's putting too much thought into it, too much anxiety. And he's a Gemini. He should be just taken by the horn. But anyway, we definitely got something to prove. I think this year is more of a, we passed the development stage. We passed upgrading our youngins. They got some time. Most of our youngins are pretty much vets now. This is Grimes' 3rd year. This is IQ going on his 4th year. We got rid of Obi, so we decided who we wanted to pay, which more than likely is IQ. IQ got something to prove. He want that $100 million, which Sports Fan Pronto, you said that he definitely should be getting that $100 million. Machete Mig, Knicks, we all agree that $100 million should be something he should be getting. So, what difference? What do you think he could do better than he's doing now? Is there anything you guys can key in that you think that he can do better? IQ, I can't hear you, Machete.
Go
ahead, Phil.
I think he need to go to the. I don't know if they have many gun ranges in New York. Go get himself a concealed weapons license and start shooting some shit up. You know what I mean? That's my take. You know what I mean? Just start shooting.
We don't promote violence on this
nigga,
channel.
I'm talking about concealed weapons, bro. I mean,
they don't do that in New York. Look, we in Florida.
I'm talking about
for what?
The basketball aspect.
You're talking about shooting it up.
Shooting shit up, bro. Just go get a concealed weapons license. You know what I mean? Make sure you master all your skills and start shooting shit up. Those floaters need to come back into play. You know what I mean? His first year bag, how he was getting to the foul line a lot. You need to keep a few of those tricks and keep them in the bag. And he got to redeem himself for last year. You know what I mean? He really has to redeem himself. Even though he does deserve the bag, But when he do get it, boy, It should be. It should be. I need to see a marksman out there.
Okay, so you think accuracy on his shot, more consistency, or you think more accuracy on the shots, more consistency, or more shots in general?
I think he need to let him go, bro. He just need to catch, let him go. You know what I mean? And slow down with the selfishness. You know, just try to get those assists up and those shots. That's all we need from quickly. Everybody, like it's not like a few years ago where we're relying on few people to do multiple things. We got enough people in our squad to handle their specific duty. You know what I mean? And niggas gotta be elite at they top peak. Like we're not asking Randall to dribble come down anymore and set up the offense. We're not asking RJ to fucking become the second thread. And you know what I mean? Everybody has their role. We got a year in together. We do have a new few seasoning and spices. You know what I mean? So just put it together, bro.
And
They all gotta put it together.
Machete, what you thinking about IQ? What are your thoughts on IQ?
I love IQ, man. I'm looking.
You looking at
I am
that?
so forward looking. I'm so forward looking at IQ, looking for IQ to play. You know, it gets better every year, and I'm just want to see what he's what's gonna be in his bag this year. What he's gonna pull out. You know, I think he's gonna obviously be bigger and stronger. No, I mean not bigger, but you know, a little stronger, I guess, than he was last year. So you know, I expect him to be faster, bigger, and a much better shot. You know, he's got another year. What is he, like 24 right now? I'm trying to look it up.
If IQ, okay, let's say it like this. If IQ is starting this year, right? If he's starting with Brunson, he has to at least go into his triple double bag. You know what I mean? That's where his sight should be set on, trying to get a triple double a night. You know what I mean? That means your assists got to be up, either rebounds or something. We know he could score.
He can do that from the bench. I don't think he started.
So, can I say something real quick? So I'm
We'll
looking
start.
over here.
We'll
get to that.
I was gonna say, so his 7 months ago, we were talking about his starts, his stats when he was starting, in his last 5 starts was 24.2 points per game, 7.8 assists per game. Yo, that motherfucker almost averaged 8 assists per game and 5 rebounds.
Somebody got their volume
58
up.
TS. I got it too high? Can you hear me?
No, I can hear.
But he was basically 24.2 points per game, 7.8 assists per game, 4.6 rebounds per game, and what's that? 58 TS percentage. I don't remember what TS stands for.
True shooting.
True shooting? Yeah.
So he's 58%. He's at 58% true shooting.
That's big. That boy is a bucket. I mean, we said last pod how he's the top plus minus player. He's good. I would like to see him finish, or you know, he's got the first step. He's got a great first step. If he can somehow get to the basket a little bit more, finish more off the glass. But there's not much to his game that he needs, to be honest. Good.
I got another stat. This is from 5 months ago when they were playing, I guess. Manuel quickly now leads. Damn it, I just fucking lost it. Never mind. I just lost it.
Okay,
Oh, there it is.
Did you say Emmanuel Quick?
No, Emmanuel quickly now leads the league in defensive RAPM, or plus minus, that accounts for who you're playing with. So he led the leagues in defense in that.
That's another slept on stat that he's probably one of our best defenders besides.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think I want to say a week or two ago, I was watching Raw Hebrew Remnant, you know, shout outs to Raw. He was breaking down the stats of the the plus minus with the starters and how they compared to pairing up, with each players, and IQ was definitely up there when he was paired up with who the fuck, it was a few players that were bringing out the best in each other. You feel what I'm saying?
Brunson, IQ, and Grimes had the best plus minus stats. They were the best offensive combination when all three of them played together, when they played minutes.
Yeah.
Incredibly efficient, incredible scoring. And I think Tibbs can go down. I don't think you can start with that, but that's definitely something to look at. I mean, even as a small ball team for us, I think that's going to be, that's dangerous. I mean, if you got them three playing, and then you got Dante DiVincenzo. Dante. I don't know, I like saying that. Anyway, but them three together is something very dangerous on there. I like IQ. Go ahead. What do you say, man?
No, I'm just saying defensively, this IQ is like top 3 in the league, man. He's good. I like you, man. I like to call him, I like to call him when he's hitting them threes, Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
I like that.
And I mean, we're thinking to start.
I posted that I think about a month ago. That Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. I think the starters are going to be roughly the same what we have on it, right? Are we thinking of any? Do you guys think there's any change to the starting lineup from what we had last year?
All right,
maybe a little bit.
All right, so starting is going to be Brunson, Grimes, RJ, Mitch, and Randall.
Yes,
correct.
I think so. What do you think, Sportsman Toronto? You think anything changes, or you think we?
That sounds about right.
I mean, yeah, I think that's the starting lineup, unless there's going to be like a trade or something.
Okay. And then who do you guys think is the bench? How's that bench mob look? The bench bombers, I should say.
Go ahead, Phil.
The what? Sorry.
Who do you think is
bench?
Who do you think they look? How do you think that looks? Who started?
I mean, starting, it's definitely going to be IQ, Hart. IQ, Hart.
DiVincenzo.
iHeart and
iHeart.
Yeah,
I really want to see a lot more of Sims this year. I like Sims. Yeah, we definitely need to see more of Sims at the 4 or the 5. Either way, like.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I think that's what some of what when we got rid of Obi, that people were talking about get other players. That's where those minutes are going to. They're being divided because we wanted to see Tim, but iHeart was eating up all the minutes last year. iHeart was averaging almost 27 minutes. He was getting almost more minutes than Mitchell.
I mean, shit, he was damn well working for it. iHeart was hustling. iHeart was fucking. Like he was giving up those assists. He has a good IQ and a good eye for the game. You know what I mean? If he could execute a little more offense, then yeah.
Man, it's talking about Sims. I think we've been sleeping and missing a lot of Sims on there. To see Sims is basically Mitch 2.0 to a certain extent.
Listen, Sims, I see Sims as a baby Ben Wallace. We need to unleash that boy. You heard? If we can transform him into baby Ben.
But Ben was
what? My nigga, do you see Sims' shoulder? He looked like he got football pads on.
Physically, yes, but Ben Wallace was a swatter. I mean, there was nothing that he was swinging like.
My guy. Have you seen Sims playing defense?
Sims is big. Sims is big, but I don't know Ben Wallace.
Which is what I was saying. He has similarities, and that's what I'm saying. He would be good. He has some similarities. Him getting 10 minutes a game would be huge. He was getting. How many minutes was he getting last year, Michelle? If you could look that up, Sims. How many minutes was he averaging?
He wasn't getting a whole lot of minutes.
Like 3 to 5.
Yeah. Man, 2 minutes at tops.
and most of them were trash time, except for the time that Mitch was hurt, which he did really good. I think we were like 3-2 when he started for Mitch. So he did really well. He played. He stripped Embiid. He was playing really good against Embiid. So he did well.
Boy, the boy got sons. Like he's pretty strong with it. Like it's not you're not pushing him over. He's no pushover, bro.
So he averaged 3.4 points per game, 4.7 rebounds per game, and half a block per game. And true shooting percentage was 78%.
Yeah, he's everything's been done. There's no hooks. There's no jumper. You got to get him to break out. You got to get him to get some kind of shot. He needs something.
His jump shot is nice too. It don't look ugly.
I don't recall seeing on it. So you think his jump shot looks good? I seen it. He has like a little floater, doesn't he?
He got.
Yeah, he had a few floaters last year. Like offensively, he don't look like he's Aki with it. You know what I mean? He just need to go. He need to team up with somebody during the summer. You know what I mean? Like with a great center, maybe a team. You know what I mean? But I would like somebody more defensive, like if you link with Ben Wallace or you know what I mean? Somebody with a more defense, and I need to see him more aggressive.
I mean, and another thing with him, which we spoke on it before with Mitch, him and Mitch would feast on pick and roll. We only hope this year that we become a top team on the pick and roll. That's easy 2-3 games we can win just off pick and rolls. So he's a definite defender on there.
I would like to see a twin tower lineup with Ben Wallace and Mitch on the floor. You know what I mean? Let's
Ben Wallace and Mitch.
I mean Mitch and Sims. Yeah, I mean, I
wish we had a Ben Wallace.
Unless he comes up, unless he can hit a 17-footer or free throw shot, somebody got to shoot out of them too. Somebody got to shoot.
I mean, I'm looking at his stats Stat Muse.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm looking at his plus minus. Go ahead, Phil. I'm looking at his plus minus.
That comes a segue into another topic. Like I was saying, Mitch with those summer videos, bro. I see Mitch playing like a guard out there. Why we not? You know what I mean? Why we not letting that boy ball?
Because
it's definitely not an AI video. I see Mitch physically.
All right,
himself.
but you gotta show that at practice.
But
if you show that at practice, you be showing it on the floor.
Bro, I seen him juking niggas. I see him Euro stepping.
So if he's doing that in practice, why isn't he doing that on the floor? He's not doing it. He's doing that in the summertime with people that don't even play basketball in the NBA.
Go ahead,
SFP got his gun loaded.
Yeah, go ahead, SP.
Ain't that on Tibbs though?
Yeah, it is. It is. Oh. You're absolutely right.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just wondering, if you get no plays run for you, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that on the coach? If you don't get
but at the same time,
if you don't get a leash in the offense,
okay,
ain't that on the coach though?
All right, I'll give it to you. But how many times has Ben Mitch wide ass open with a lane to the rim?
And
he's just standing there.
And who's that on? Is that on Mitch? Is that on the guys?
No, it's on the player, bro.
Is it on the player or the other players who have the ball?
Bro, from the videos that I've seen of Mitch, and this is not AI, this is Mitch physically himself playing against young little guards. I see him spinning on niggas. I see, like, it's up to you to take that to the NBA court, and you. If we see it done in the game, how could you tell the coach, oh no, don't let him spin and yam it on the nigga like that? Like, come on, if you don't do it in the game, then you can't have the fans questioning the coach. Hey, why aren't we running plays for Mitch? Like, I see him playing like a baby Durant.
Oh my God.
Bro, again, it all comes down.
Bro, you don't see that? You don't see that in the video, my nigga? Like, come on, bro.
It all comes down to one Thibodeau, okay? You can run down the court, you can do all this shimmy, you know what I'm saying? But if Thibodeau says, yo, run that pick, yo, hand off the ball to Brunson, yo, blase blah. And then if, God forbid, if he does something like try to take the ball down the court or whatever with a shimmy and try to, finesse it, what's Tibbs gonna do? Yo, let me call your number real quick. I got a spot for you on the bench. What you think was happening with homeboy Obi? Why didn't Obi get the free reign to do what he wanted? It's because of Coach Tibbs. If you don't let your players shine, bro, if you don't give your players the opportunity to shine, how are they supposed to shine?
How was Obi not given the free reign to do so? He shot, he did jumpers.
Bro, the number 8 pick, your number 8 pick was averaging 10 minutes. Like, come on, that's time.
No.
Hold on. Let me say this. When Randall went down with the injury and Obi was starting and getting 25 plus minutes, what was he doing? Was he showing out?
Yeah, I mean, but
but now it's but. Like, come on.
No.
Come
bro,
on,
you're comparing. Hey, is Obi an all-star? Is Obi
Did Obi get the chance to be an all-star?
My dude, is Obi? Listen, I fucks with Obi. I fucks with Obi, bro. And I'm not saying that he can't be a better player than Randall. But realistically, Randall is a 2-time back-to-back all-star, bro. And there's not that many people in the league that are stopping that. He played like a bull, bro.
Bro, I want you guys.
Obi plays with speed and finesse. He plays a fast game fast game pace. You know what I mean? Randall, those are 2 different sets of styles, my guy. You know what I mean? When Randall's going in, it's gonna take like an Embiid or somebody to almost stop him, bro. Like, there's not that many people in the league stopping Randall when he's going in, bro. When we see Buckwheat Randall, quoted by Mike, yo, when Buckwheat out there, bro, you can't stop that boy. You can't stop Buckwheat Randall. Stop it, bro.
He got a fade now, so we can't give him that point no more. He got the fade.
Yeah, man, he cut all his hair off.
To go back to Mitch.
But what I'm saying with
Mitch's highlights are against 5'4" players that nobody's guarding. It's always the same player. To me,
bro, all right, Dwight, time out. Let me ask you a question. Whether it's 5'5" or 7'7", bro, it is the man showing you work. He got foot speed. He's shaking. He's spinning. Forget about who it's against. He's actually making these moves and executing them, bro. Regardless who the fuck is the opposition. No, bro, he's not. Bro, he ain't playing against high school niggas. These are NBA.
He might as well be. He might as well be. If he went down to Rico Hines and he's doing the open runs with other NBA talent, and listen, because he's been here. This going on his 5th year. Hold on. He's on his 5th year, and I like that's fine. You work on it. Instead of playing with the same homies that you've been doing for 4 years. Put that skill set that you have, play in a Rico Hines league. If you guys know Rico Hines, is where other NBA players play in the offseason in the summer, or the Drew League, or something like that. If he goes to with other NBA talent, and he's doing that, I can say, like, yo, give him the run. But he keeps doing it every year with the same homies that he plays, that aren't guarding him, that aren't playing no defense. And I'm a big supporter. But there's no reason, if he wants to do it against NBA talent. There's summer leagues. There's all types of places that he can go compete and put those skills to where it's really going to be on display and show that he can really do it. He keeps putting the same out with the same.
Yo, Mike the Specialist. Yo, did you get that clip I sent you play that clip for niggas, be like, bro, you can't tell me who could you name? Who could you name if he's doing this on the NBA court? What player that plays Mitch's position is really stopping him? If he's really unleashed to fucking dribble, do crossovers, take the point, take the helm. Who do you think really could stop him if he's really executing this, bro? Like even right now, if I put Mitch if I grab any NBA center and you put them in that little court where he's comfortable at or whatever, bro, I don't see nobody stopping Mitch like that, bro. Like, come on, let the nigga ball, bro. If he can really, bro, it's not AI, bro. I know that's Mitch really doing it. Let him ball. Let all right,
but at the same time, listen. You've been in 5 years. The first 2 years, I get it. You're starting to train. You're getting there. Whatever.
Yeah.
You show some of your skill set. You shot the three. You're doing it. But he's doing it with the same dudes, which is his homies. That's fine. You play with your boys. But these guys are just people that you know from high school that can barely make it in the YMCA.
Yep.
If that's the case, if you got that skill set, all NBA players in the offseason play in all types of different leagues with NBA level talent, and if they don't play, they don't have to go 100%. They're not trying to get hurt. But there's a Drew League, Rico Hines. There's a lot of places that he can go and display this talent if he has it, which we believe he has. But you got to do it against NBA talent. Coach Thibodeau's not going to see you do it to your nephew on a nerve and think that you're going to go minutes.
Great segue. Great segue, because that's the person I was bringing up. When Tibbs was when the Knicks was allowed to talk to the media when Tibbs first came, and the media was questioning Tibbs about Mitch's summer workout videos. Well, what did Tibbs say? He said, we want him to master defense first, and then we'll start going into it. He said, yeah, I've seen the summer workout videos. I've seen them shooting. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? But like, I'm following suit with Tibbs. You got to, like, it's like in my field, right? I was a marine flooring technician for 26 years. You can't just be come in and be a helper and then think you're going to grab some tools a month later when you haven't even mastered being a helper first in order to start graduating into the next level of shit. So I agreed with Tibbs that was saying, look, let's master the defense first. Boom. Now that he hasn't even gotten defensive player of the year mention or something to that fact.
You got a point.
What I'm saying? Why like come on, if you were he should have gotten a defensive stopper of the year or blocks of I mean, Mitch has been breaking records. I give him that. Mitch has broke a few records that's been stated and it's all documented offensively. All great and all that. But bro, if you trying to be if you want Tibbs to unleash you as an offensive master, my nigga, you should have been defensive player of the year, blocker of the year, #1 of this or that. Be elite. You said it. He's been here 5 years. I haven't heard nothing elite about. He gets like when he first started for the Knicks and we got him, bro. This nigga was blocking 3-pointers from one end of the court on the floor, laying down, going to sleep, blocking. Like, this was a record. The only player in NBA history to block fucking 17 threes or whatever the case was. Like, I like shit like that, but come on, where was the next level up of that the following year? Oh, he got defensive player of the year. Oh, now he's #1 this. Okay, now when you earn and you deserve all that, now, hey, you got all your accolades. Boom, you see. Like, nobody can say that we are the same squad without Mitch. Ain't nobody ever gonna say that because Mitch is the anchor of our squad. Get that clear. Get that clear.
But
you understand what I'm saying? Get that clear. But at the same time, bro, you gotta level up, bro. He should have been up there number one, and I'm pretty sure he is. I don't know what the numbers are. You know what I mean? But bro, like I haven't heard it after that. You feel what I'm saying? I wanted to hear Mitch's name. Oh, defensive player of the year was Mitchell Robinson two years in a row. Just like the same way Randall elevated, Mitch should have been right there side by side. When Randall won All-Star of the year or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? He elevated to All-Star. Mitch should have got fucking center of the year or some shit. You know what I mean? Or black. Like, come on, bro. And that shit hasn't been mentioned.
They recognize. Wait a minute, Phil. But they did recognize that him. They did recognize Mitch Robinson as an elite offensive rebounder. Even the coach said it. He's one of the top offensive rebounders. You know, so he's up there. You know, everybody talks about Clint Capella. I haven't heard anything about Clint Capella this year. You know, but and you know, and you know, he's going up against the best. He's going up against some of the best ones out there. You know, he's got to battle. You know, in the East. So what centers do we have in the East that he has to battle against?
All right, with
he's just fine.
With what you just said, right? If he got offensive shit of the year, why didn't the next year he get defensive rebounds of, like, come on, be a master. Be the nigga that could grab all the offense and be the nigga that could grab all the defense. Bully niggas out. Master your shit, bro.
His health has been the issue for the last 2 years. Him staying on the court has been.
But I have a question.
Right.
Wasn't you the one that was saying to let Mitch cook, and now you saying don't let him cook?
No. I'm giving you the, like, you gotta earn it. Is what I'm saying. We all want Mitch to cook. You feel what I'm saying? And nobody's gonna say that that Mitch is not the anchor of the New York Knicks. We wouldn't be where we at without Mitch. We wouldn't be where we at without Randall. You know what I mean? Everybody play their part, bro. And everybody's a grinder. Everybody is a New York player, bro. These cats were built. What? No, I'm just saying he can't. What I'm saying, where the confusion is that Tibbs hasn't let him graduate to that next spot until he masters this shit. All right, he's the offensive rebounder number one. Now, where's the the defensive rebound number one in that? You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you go up to Tibbs and be like, bro, I'm number one in defense. I'm number one in offense. I get this, that done. I did everything you said for the first 2 years. I'm the master at defense. Now unleash me.
So hold on.
And when he does that, he will, but he hasn't done that.
Bro,
he hasn't done that, dude. He hasn't done all these master at defense, master at offense.
Hold on, Phil, because you said 2 points. That's where you confuse sports fan.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying he is able to.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I misheard. I'm
trying to grasp.
I'm a little lost.
I'm trying to grasp what you're saying. You went from saying we should be releasing him. He should be getting these shots.
Yeah.
Let him go. And then you countered and defended. No.
The question, no. The question that you came. Hold up. Then you came with the question. Why hasn't Tibbs done it? If you said if I think he's capable of it, your question was why hasn't Tibbs done it? And I'm trying to tell you why Tibbs hasn't done it. You feel what I'm saying? He hasn't completed his his master skills at defense. Yes, he's the anchor and all that. He's number one at offensive rebound. That, like I said, if he would have came in the next year and be like, all right, I'm number one in offense. All right, now I'm going to lock in defense, become number one in that. And then after this, there should be no stopping. I could go up to Tibbs and be like, yo, start running me some offensive plays. You see the work that I put in. I could shoot some threes. Now, what you told the media a few years ago that, you know what I mean, I mastered my shit, then we'll look into, all right, this is the look into it, my nigga. This is the year of the look into, my nigga, because, bro, I mastered everything. You feel what I'm saying? But Tibbs should give him, I mean, for him being the anchor, I mean, fuck it. Tibbs should be like, fuck it, let's run 2 plays at practice just for Mitch, or let's run these 5 minutes just for Mitch. I mean? Let him run everything, I mean? Or whatever Yeah, I mean, he thinks
So
his.
you're saying that he has something to prove, which is a continuation of what we're talking about.
All right, yeah. Become number one. Become number one in defense, Mitch. This is my point to you. You are the anchor, right? You have mastered being the offensive rebound of the year. You block shots. You've done it all. You've broken records. Now let's lock in number one defense. And then after this, there should be no reason why Tibbs shouldn't say, "Hey, at least in practice, let's make this Mitch day. You're the anchor. Let's try to run this through you. Let's see all that shit that you've been balling out, showing us on video. Bring it to practice. Now it's your turn. And if you can't execute, then
you can't tell me he hasn't done that. He hasn't tried to done it in practice.
At practice."
I'm saying he's probably done it in practice, but yeah, they're not going to.
No, because it's as Tibbs quoted. Once you master it in practice, then I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you do it on the field. So
the first thing he said, first of all, you got to know your role. His role is offensive rebound and block. That's his role, or just rebound and block. That's your role.
Who said that for him? Who said that for him?
Thibodeau.
Okay,
yeah,
keep going.
That's the coach.
Listen, you know what I think? I think with Thibs, I think one of the most important thing with him in defense is rebounding. I think you got to be a great rebounder. He has to, like Dwight says, play his role. You got to be a rebounder. We don't want you to be a three-point shooter. We don't want you to be like a little spot-up shooter. We need you to get the ball, be aggressive, get in that ball, which he is, and because that's very important. And what I noticed with the guys that we got, with Windler and the other guy, they're rebounders. So I expect our rebounding to go up. So now you got, I think what they're doing is now you're surrounding Mitchell Rob, who's injury prone, with guys who can back him up, but guys who can rebound, which is very important because if you throw the ball up, whether you're on defense or offense, you want to get that ball before the other opponent does. So you want to have guys around you who can get you the ball so that we can have possession, which is what Mitchell Robinson does with the offensive rebounds. And I think that he needs to get better with the rebounding and being aggressive, getting us back the ball and making sure nobody else gets the ball. That should be his job. I think as a center, that's one of your major jobs.
Mike, quick question for hold on, just one quick question. All right, just one quick question, and then you could read out the chat. Let's shout out to the chat, Mike. All right, everybody on the panel, how many times have we seen Mitch do a high screen pass off to the point guard or try to, and they leave Mitch wide open? It happens on a regular basis. So you telling me if they run out and they don't, Mitch could easily turn around and pop that three. I've seen him hold the ball, wait for the fucking guard to hit a corner to pass it or this. Bro, I've seen him wide open. So if you could execute a three, all right, let's run these plays and utilize, all right, in the real game, a lot of times Mitch is open. Let's run that play, and Mitch, check this out. When RJ goes to the right and this nigga cut to the right, shoot the three. Every fucking time, in practice. I need to shoot. If you can make 10 of those, fuck it, every time. Now, in the game, if you're pulling that off in practice, right, because that happens in reality, there's always a high screen. Boom, they leave Mitch wide open. So if Mitch could pull off 9 out of 13 of those, you telling me that whenever he's open in a real game, they're not going to tell him to pull it? You need constant threats, bro. Constant threats.
Sports fan, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to pivot real quick and see if y'all could pull up the video that came up just now on Bleacher Report with RJ working on his game.
We can't pull it up live. That's have a preset right now.
You can't?
Not live.
Nah. Tell us what's going on in the video. You seen it?
Oh well, no. He's just working on his mid range and step back and finishing at the basket. I thought you could pull it up live, but I mean, I guess that's a thing for another day.
Yeah, it's copyright. It's copy. Yeah.
Oh.
they'll take the video down, so we can't. Yeah, I mean,
to keep going with Mitch on there, Tibbs solo. Tibbs, he knows you got to roll. Everybody has a certain role to play on the team to make the team win. This is what it's going to take for us to win a championship. This is what everybody contributes in their own special way to do it. Could there be other things you can do? Great. It's like Evan Fournier. You can hit threes. That's great. You can do this, but I need you to do this and defend. You can't defend, you don't get minutes. They told Robinson the same thing. Yo, you want to get on the court? You want to do these extra things? Raise your free throws. I'd be more impressed in his offseason if he's showing me 15 free throws in a row. If he's showing me 15 free throws in a row, 20 free throws in a row,
Mitch?
Yes, that to me would be more impressive than what he's doing now in the offseason. Because that's what he needs to work on, is free throw. That is something that he could. That is a tangible.
But he could do that at home by himself.
But he's not doing it. He's showing you everything but the things that he needs to do. He needs.
Hey, hold on. That all right.
Hold on. Just let me finish that, and then you can jump in. Just give me a second. I'm just saying he can hit free throws. Good. I'm muted if you can. He has to hit free throws. That's something that Tibbs told him, to hit free throws. You can do that on your own. That doesn't take any off court. You don't have to play against other NBA talent. You can play with your homeboys, 10 to 15 in a row. When you get good at that, he said, if you get a 70% free throw, we can give you that run that you want. Get to 70% free throws. That's all they have. And he's still at 50. Show me 10, 15, 20 in a row. Show me that's all you've been doing for 2-3 hours. That right there alone, I'll give you for whatever you want to do. And then if you guys are saying he's as good as he is with the three, with the cutting and and I've seen it. I believe it. I think he crossed over Jokic at one time and drove it to the bank. So he does have.
I agree.
But if you have that, do it with NBA talent. In your off season, go against NBA talent and let him see you do it. Whether he's not going to give, like Sports Fan Pronto says, I'm not going to give him no time. But he's like, yo, I just seen him do it on Jaren Jackson in the summer league. I just seen him wham it on Embiid in the summer league. I just seen him do it on DeAndre Ayton in the summer league or in the summertime. Then that's different. Then he has reels that he can see. Yo, he did this on NBA talent. We may have to implement that. I seen him hit 3 3-pointers on whoever is out there on Cat in the summer league. Then he can do against NBA talent. It's not that he can't. We see the skill set, but you have to put that skill set against your equal talent. You're playing. That's like you playing 7-year-olds, bro. I could do.
Well, I mean,
come on, bro.
I agree. I agree with your first point even more to the point that I was making. If your free throw is at 50%, and you don't even need to be doing anything else. So I think you're absolutely right. I think if you said, if you would have bring it up to 70 and executed that, that's definitely that. I mean, I agree. That's the answer to SFP. Yeah, I mean, fucking about Tibbs not letting him. Yeah, I mean, take advantage of his offensive talent. So I mean, if you have 50%, you don't deserve. I mean, I understand the offensive rebounds, but definitely.
If he's in the paint, what are they doing? They swiping the ball.
All right, so I'm agreeing that. Yeah, if you have 50% at free throw, I ain't even letting you fucking breathe nowhere near the ball. So bring that shit up, bro.
Go ahead. Let's say they gave him a 3 and they found him.
How am I catching strays? I wasn't the one that said let Mitch cook.
No. I just said.
All I said was, you gotta be put in the best position possible to get the most out of your talent. Whatever that may be, whether that be blocking, whatever, shooting, blah, blah, blah. You need to have a coach that's going to put you in a position to succeed. Whether you excellent on one thing or you suck on another, that should be irrelevant. Like, you got 3-and-D specialists that can't dunk. Like, you telling me just because they can't dunk, they can't be 3-and-D specialists? Like, come on. Like, you brought up the point, let Mitch cook. Then you brought up the counter argument of, oh, but he's not good at this, so don't let him cook. Like, how?
Nah, I totally. No. But look. All right. Listen, you need to have different sets of poison on the court. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody has to have an offensive threat. Mitch don't have an offensive threat besides a lob, which we don't take advantage of. No, nobody has called us fucking I haven't heard Gotham Lob. I haven't heard Gotham Lob in like 2-3 years. Like that should have been something sickening. All right, but
what's your point, sportsman?
My point is that's on the coach. That's not on the player. I'm not saying anything about letting anybody cook. First off, that was you guys. My only input was you need a coach that's gonna put you in a position to succeed. That was all I said.
No, we were rolling with you. He was actually agreeing with him. For you, how does that look to you for Tibbs to put Mitchell Robinson in an opportunity to be successful? What does that look like to you? Explain.
It looks like for Mitch, specifically for Mitch. It looks like a ton of pick and rolls, whether it be on the pinch post, on the top of the key. I don't care. Pick and roll to death. That should be his offensive game set.
Which they do.
Pick and roll. That is it.
How's it finish? I'm talking about how does he affect the offense? What does that pick and roll do for him? Because they do a bunch of pick and rolls with him. He just never gets the ball. That's when you need
that's execution. Not a pick and roll.
That's when you need execution. That's when you need the lob. That's when you need the pass out to the three, the corner three. That's when you need a point guard like Jalen that's gonna pick and roll the first time, get the position or get the defense out of position, pick and roll the second time, maybe go left, maybe go right, and then when Mitch is open, lob it to him. You get me? Or maybe he could cook and do what he gotta do and get the floater. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put your as a coach. This is my ultimate point. This is the last thing I'm gonna say about it. As a coach, you gotta optimize what you have. And what do I mean by that? If you have a player like Mitch that is 7 foot with like a 40 vertical or whatever he has, I don't know. I'm just saying. If you have that kind of caliber player, you should be tailoring plays to his specific skill set. So, for example, if you got a 3-and-D player, you're not going to grab this 3-and-D player, put him on a pick and roll, and have him roll to the basket because that's not his game. He's a 3-and-D. Let him cook on the 3. Get me? So all of this could be fucking obliterated with a coach that has a mindset of putting players where they can succeed. Not where you give me a player, I have to insert this player into my game plan, and he has to change his game to fit my needs. You get me?
I got you. I think that's exactly what Tibbs is doing. Mitch's skill set is rebounding and blocking and physically catching lobs. That is his skill set. That's why that's his role as a rebounder and a blocker. He's trying to show that he can do other things than that. And then we're not finding him, which we've said in many podcasts before, that it's the point guard's role or whoever has the ball. If you're doing a pick and roll with him, which we do a lot of it, there should be much more dunks. There should be plenty pick and roll lobs to Mitch, at least 3 a game. That should be easy. There's no reason Mitch doesn't get 3.
At least 7. At least 7 in the first half.
Sure. That is something that is part of his skill set. The 3-point shooting, that's a whole different role because he's doing it in practice and he's doing it playing a bunch of Palumpas. He's playing Palumpas, shooting 3s over them. That's not.
I get you. But my point is, all right, say you tailor the offense to his needs. Boom. He starts rolling. He starts feeling hot. He starts feeling himself. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Then he's going to come down the court one time, try to shimmy and shoot a 3. He's going to brick it. What's going to happen? I got a spot for you on the bench. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? You need a coach that's going to let you cook, bro. And Tibbs is not that coach. How are you supposed to expand your game if you can't do it in the game? And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Fire Tibbs. Get that man out of here.
I hear you, but in the words of Patrick Ewing, have you practiced that shot? Have you shot that?
He's showing you proof.
Hey,
I mean, if
I've never seen you. I've never seen you.
No. Hey, but
if I'm fighting for Mitch, if I'm defending Mitch, I'm showing you proof. I gave you the video. I am working on my shot.
Yeah, the practice, the footage is out there. So you can't use that Ewing analogy because there is actual footage of fucking Mitch shooting threes. So that goes to Alex's point. He said, if you got a three,
he's not shooting. Wait a minute.
He's not doing
He's not doing it in an NBA game, bro. He's doing it on fucking
That's the
on a
point,
camera.
brother.
He ain't shooting. Yo, look. Nobody's saying that he's not capable of shooting threes. It's one thing if he's shooting threes.
You gotta let them do it in the game. You gotta let them.
But show that you can do that shit in the practice too, dog. I mean, it's one thing you shooting videos. It's one thing you're shooting videos and you're shooting threes over guys that you play high school with, or guys who don't look like any of them were NBA players, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mike.
Those guys didn't look like NBA players. Those guys all of them look like at least a foot or two shorter than he is. He's illegitimate. He's just not. Wait a minute.
No.
Ordinary. Hang on a second.
But my point was all right. But my point is he actually doing the dribbles? But bro, people practice with cones, so the physical person isn't even the point of the video. What Alex is saying is the shit. Hey, have you practiced this? Yes. It's here, whether the nigga's 2 feet or whether it's a cone. I'm executing the move. I'm executing the move.
But Phil, wait a minute. Hang on a second. Bro, it could be that, you know, it's one thing you're practicing against a cone. It's not the same thing as practicing against a fucking person, bro. A cone ain't gonna fucking step up and throw its cone hands in your fucking face, bro. It ain't the same thing. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Are doing the 5 foot niggas. Hold on, the 5 foot niggas that the human beings that you're complaining about are doing that to Mitch. They're not just standing there saying, "Hey, Mitch, do whatever you want." They're fucking defending.
What I'm trying to say is that in practice, dude, when you're in practice in the real NBA practice, you're practicing against other NBA players. You're practicing with assistant coaches who are players. You're practicing against real fucking players, dude. I know not your friends in the summer who come in and shoot the ball with you and practice with you. Now I know fucking cone. We're talking about in a real game practice situation. When you're over there, are you doing it against the squad? Are you doing it against our squad? Because if you can do it against our squad, then maybe I can have a confidence that you could actually do it on the floor in an NBA game, and I might write up the play for you to do it. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't think you see that. I think you see, okay, he's shooting against cones, or he's shooting against guys that he's practicing with, sparring partners, or whatever you want to call them. But it ain't. I don't think it's NBA players that you're going up against in a real practice during real practice time. I don't think that Thibs sees that. But it would be different if you were practicing against real guys in real practice time, and then, you know, maybe the coach's confidence can go up on you. You know, when he sees you doing real stuff against real people. I just don't see that.
Can I ask you a question though?
Every year he comes out and he's shooting threes.
Everybody in the NBA got a schedule, right? Everybody got their own responsibilities and my bad, go ahead.
Now one second. Hey, salute to the chat. Salute Geraldine McIver. Salute Michael Drake. Everybody watching, appreciate you guys in the chat. Johnny Harris, we appreciate you guys. Keep the comments. We're gonna address them as soon as we start throwing these Molotov.
All right, right after Alex, let's address the chat. Go ahead, Alex.
So my bad, I kind of lost my train of thought there, bro.
You're talking about?
Oh yeah. Everybody in the NBA got their own schedule, right? You got responsibilities, you got a family, blah blah blah. You got media availability, all this extra stuff. You can't always go up, with NBA talent to practice and just run a game, right? So what do you do? What do you do when you're trying to work on your game and you're trying to get better at something? As the new Knicks said, you put that cone on the floor and you work on the move, right? So if for whatever reason Mitch can't play up in the Rico Hines or whatever the NBA to go up against NBA level talent to practice on his game, if he can't do that and he's working on his game and he's showing Tibbs, then what else is he supposed to do? I mean, other than cry about it, right? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, you can't always have it your way. You gotta show the video, right? Like, this is me working on my game. So why won't you let me, if you see this, why won't you let me try it in practice?
No, but Alex,
or won't let me try it in the practice, then what's the point? Why are you here?
Alex, we're both on the same page, right? We're both on the same page. But this is where I come in again, because I forgot about that aspect, which is what my brother brought up, is that if you're not even hitting, improving from 50 to 60 to 70% and using that metric, you know what I mean? Forget about the defensive aspect, because there has to be a standard, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So I agree with my brother that if you haven't even bring that up to 70 and say, Tibbs, I'm at 70% at free throws, I'm number one in offensive blocking, whatever, Now, you seen my videos, and like you said 2 years ago, once I mastered defense and boom, now I'm here. I mastered defense and I also mastered the free throw. I've mastered, you know what I mean? Like I'm the anchor. Now that I bring my shit up to 70%, please, let's try this. Forget about Rico Hines. Forget about all that. Let's practice it here with the team. You know what I mean? So everybody, like I said, run and by the way, side note, congratulations to Mitchell Robinson on the birth of his daughter. He's a girl dad. Congratulations to him. I know this will definitely elevate you to the 70% that my brother was talking about. So congratulations to Big Mitch on that. You know what I mean? Congratulations to his little princess, you know what I mean, on her entry to this new world.
And that's all.
But,
it's not. Look, I'm pretty sure Tibbs and everybody in the team has seen what he can do. I'm pretty sure they've seen his three. I'm pretty sure they've seen the drive. He did it in the game. They've tried to include him in some offense last year when they gave him like 5 straight plays against Dallas when he was in the paint and he dominated the paint and made his post play. But if you're doing that, first of all, you're the number one rebounder offensively last year. You're getting rebounds. What are they doing? They had Jared Allen, Mobley on you. You're getting hacked. They're going to go to hack a Shaq or hack a Mitch, which they started doing. And if you're hitting the three, let's say you're going for the three and they foul you, now you can't get those 3 points because
they tried it. They tried it in the playoff. They tried to hack a Mitch at the playoff, and he executed. He was one of the only 3 players on our teams that was executing at the free throw line. So maybe his shit is not at 70%, but when it counted, he came through. And for that reason alone, Tibbs should grant him a little more access to his offensive bag.
Hopefully that'll happen. Hopefully that'll happen.
Guys, come on. Wait, let's be serious here. Let's be serious. Everybody here has worked. Everybody here has had a job. Am I right? Everybody's worked some kind of job at some point. Your boss tells you, I need you to stack these papers and shred these papers. I'm just giving the random jobs, right? And you're like, yo, I cleared out all the emails. I went to each desk and I put whatever. We're like, that's nice, but I said for you to stack these papers. This is what I want you to do. And you're doing everything other than what I told you to do. The job is this is what I want you to do. Hit 70 free throws. We can talk about all that other stuff. And you're doing everything else but the things that your boss told you to do. But then you're going to complain and get mad at your boss that you want whatever else. He told you this is what I need you to do. You want to, hold on. Let me get that. You said it. You want to shine? You want to hook shot the 3-point wonder? I need you 70% from the free throw. 70. That's all he told him. Where's the video of him hitting 20 free throw shots? Again, I'd be more impressed with that because that's what your boss told you to do. Where's the video of the 20 in a row?
He was 50% in free throws.
Whatever. Where's the video of that? That's if I'm your boss, I'm like, yo, I like the video you did of the I told you to stack them papers, yo. You had triple stacks or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what your boss told you to do. All that other stuff don't mean anything. And if you still think that you're that good in this skill set, and don't we vibing for Mitch. Take it to NBA talent. For 5 years, it's been with the same homies. Look, I can play against any one of my boys there because they know my offense, my defense, whatever it is. You know the moves. You know how they're going to guard you. You get your shot all the time.
All right.
The chubby boy that we see
But
on
Dwight,
Instagram, hold on. The chubby dude that's on Instagram that hits the little fadeaways, the 3-point, the crazy passes. That's like saying he could be in the NBA. It's a great video content, but
My
he's
dude.
not NBA talent.
Mike's boy. That's Mike's boy.
I mean, that's just what it is. And Tibbs knows what.
All right, but Dwight, this is where I agree with Alex. If that's the case, then Tibbs should have told him, hey, instead of besides that, master your free throws, which I agree with you. You know what I mean? But Tibbs should have told him, hey, then go to the Hines. Tibbs should have set it up where, yo, do all that shit against NBA talent. You're an NBA player. It's not like you're a regular person that's like, hey, guys, you think I could? No, you're an NBA player. You can walk into any court on the world and practice whoever you want. But Tibbs should have put that extra emphasis on it. Hey, look, I seen your videos. They bring it up. They bring it up at media. Why don't you go play with Cat? Why don't you go play with such and such and B? Go practice with them boys and show me some video footage of that.
Your boss is not gonna, bro. Why do I have to? That's like talking to a kid. He is not. That's why people get mad at Tibbs. He's not their dad. He's not the coach to hold a hand like Tyronn Lewis. What you want to do?
But hold on. You bring up that boss analogy. Hold on. You bring up that boss analogy, right? Tibbs is the head coach. You should be a master of being head coach and being in the league for amount of years, probably everybody's lifetime that's on the Knicks. Tibbs been in the NBA longer than most of these niggas been born. You should know every crook and cranny of where elite players go play at and be like, hey, look, you know what I mean? You're the master. You'd be like, look, pull that off with them. You feel what I'm saying?
Why does he listen? Why he doesn't have to hold their hand? This is obvious to every basketball player.
All right. Check this out, Mitch. All right, all that summer crap you doing with what they calling your little boys. You feel what I'm saying? Go practice with the big dogs. You know what I mean? Mitch, go out there with the big dogs. Pull that off on them because I know you can do it. I've seen it with my own eyes. Go ball out on these cats in the league during the summer, and then give it a Tibbs, and let's see what the results are. Because more than likely, he's definitely gonna get the green light. So go ahead, pull that off on Cat. Get a one-on-one challenge. This is the Mitch one-on-one summer challenge. Anybody that's whatever 3-on, whatever the
5-on-5. 5-on-5.
5-on-5. Go ahead. Go to hey Mitch, go to the Hines and go ball out on niggas and show these little niggas that they little niggas and they can't F with you. You know what I mean? You got your daughter here. You should be super charged up because I know when I had my princess, like, yeah, it was on. So,
and
let's go.
I'll help him out. Look, Tibbs don't got to tell you. You can go to the Drew League or you can go to Rico Hines.
That's what I just said. That's what I just said.
Or the Drew League. Or the Drew League, you're going to play 5-on-5. Go there and do what you was doing with the homies there. Do it there. And then when you get fouled, go 100 for 100 on the free throw line. That's a
Hey, Mitch, we need free throw footage. We need free throw. Shoot 1,000 free throws a day.
20 in a row. I need to see 20 in a row. 20 in a row.
20. I need to see 500 in a row. I need to see 500 in a row daily for at least 3 weeks. Let's nip that in the bud, get it out the way. 500 free throws is like doing 20 sets of shoulder press. So let's get it in. Let's get it over with. So like that, they can unleash your bag. Your daughter's here. Charge the fuck up. Let's get this shit going so you can shoot some threes.
And for everybody who may have came in late, we talking today. Obviously, we're a little worked up, as you know, like we always are every week. We talking about, do the Knicks have something to prove? And we talking about that next evolution, what each player has to do. And we believe that they got a chip on their shoulder. Mitch is showing his videos. He has something to prove. as we talking about, free throws is definitely something to prove. And we show mad love to our players, and we honor them when they need to do something to get better because we want them to do better. We support them. Shout out, congratulations on your daughter. Again, that should be the motivation.
Let's go get it.
Go out there.
But I agree with Phil, man. I think that Mitch is going to come in more confident. That he's going to be more confident. He's going to come back stronger. He's going to be more confident because he knows what he did last year, man. You know, top offensive rebounder. Now he's going to be top defensive rebounder. So we are going to get that offense and that defensive rebound because Mitch is going to bring it because that's what he does, man. You know, we know what we got.
He has to prove. He has to prove.
And he's hungry.
Look,
and they all understand. I really do feel confident and I do feel confident and happy with this squad going in, man. I feel that we're a little deep. That we got our guys at a good price. My freaking cat just put me out. He just popped out of nowhere. We got things at a good price.
That's our other mascot. That's our other mascot.
Nick's cat.
Son, get your pussy off the camera, bro.
Please get helping, man.
You got people watching.
But there you go.
Come on. Oh, good Lord, man. You animal lovers, y'all get me.
And so Peter gonna come after you, bro. Look, that's how Peter's our sponsor. Brought to you by Peter. All animals we love.
Dude, he's getting mad because I'm not petting him. Stupid.
Son, did you chuck that nigga out there? Yo, can't be off the camera.
So any other player that you think has something to prove? Do you think?
Yo! Somebody pull up that meme with the cat, where the woman is yelling at the cat, and the cat's like, yeah.
Yo, dude, chill.
Yeah, pull up the meme, somebody, please. Oh my God.
That was that bitch from City Girl, whatever the fuck that show was called.
Don't ask me how I know.
That was.
Oh my God, bro! You just reminded me of that.
I'll drop back on myself. I've never seen the show. Never.
Oh man.
I'm married, so I gotta out. I gotta support the wife. The house. I said it. Brunson right now is watching Real Housewives.
Oh, man.
He's watching the shows, and it's Wendy Williams. How you doing?
I mean, but I was looking at stat news over here. You know, we're talking about Mitch Robb real quick. I was just looking at the stat news. Mitch
Pull
Robb
the numbers,
Joker.
Mike. Pull the numbers, Mike.
Hang on. I'm about to if you let me talk.
Let's go.
So you got Mitch Robb versus Joker in 6 games, averages 10.7 points per game, 7.3 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks against Joker. But if you flip it the other way and put Joker versus Mitch Robb, Joker is 21.7 points per game, 11.3 rebounds per game, and 6 assists against Mitch Robb. Those fucking numbers almost double. Almost double what Mitch Robb's.
What's his average without just the regular season average in points?
Who?
The Joker.
Who you talking about? Mitch?
No, the Joker.
Almost triple.
I looked that up. Give me a minute.
He's almost.
Go ahead. While I look it up.
Like 20 points for sure, 10 rebounds, and
21. He said 21.
So Joker versus Mitch Robb when they play in 6 games.
Yeah.
Joker versus Mitch is 21.7, 11.3 rebounds, 6 assists.
6. Okay.
But that's just against Mitch Robb. If you're talking about Joker throughout the season against the NBA, give me a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, salute, cover the spread. We appreciate you guys all in the chat. We appreciate you guys. Kitty Cat Knicks, yo. They're gigging on your cat right now. Yo,
Dwight, read some of the chats out, bro. Let's get to the chats. Salute to the chat.
Well, Geraldine,
hit that like, hit that subscribe.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Mitch, Johnny Harrison, just straight capping. And then Michael Drake says the offense doesn't call for Mitch to do that. Tim's offense is just Mitch to be a rim protector. He ain't wrong with that. And then Geraldine said, congratulations to Mitch, you daddy. Nick's doing big things. That's a big blessing for him. That's a huge blessing, and I do agree with my brother. Once you bring a wonderful, beautiful human being into this world, there's nothing like that. Nothing amps you up. Nothing gets you more excited. I do believe that's going to be a big stepping stone for him to take it to that next level. We just wanted to define of what that next level is for him. So we do believe he has something to prove on there. Let's see. Michael Drake says, Poppy is right. 500 free throws is right. Cover the spread. Salute my brothers. We appreciate you. All right. And then Michael Drake says, Knicks cats. Hey, we love. Johnny says, Knicks fans love cats. Hey. That's neither here nor there.
So I'm the non-animal lover in the group. That's me.
Michael Drake says, get Mr. Sniffles off the camera. And then he also says that Mitch will step up at the free throws. Listen, as my brother said, as Michael Drake said, he did step up when it mattered for the free throws. Those were big free throws when they went to the hack of Mitch. Those are huge. But we just need that consistency, because let's say they did give him that option to hit a three-point shot, and they foul him at the three, and he doesn't get up, and he has to 3 free throws at the free throw line. We're like, damn, is he gonna make 1 out of 3, or is he gonna make all 3? You know what I mean? So it's pointless if we're letting you shoot the ball, they foul you, and then you don't make it up at the free throw. He's getting the.
But that's my point. He's a 50. He'll hit 1 out of 2 every time, almost every time.
Yeah, that's not bad for a center, bro. It's like if you want.
You could do better, bro. You could do better, bro.
Yeah, listen, we all know we could do better. But if we look at the numbers across the boards for all centers, Mitch ain't that bad, bro. Stop it,
bro. Did
you find his totals?
He's looking it up.
Yeah, for Nikola.
Yeah.
For Nikola Jokic. Okay, so Nikola, because they got 2 readings over here. They got his
regular season stats. Yeah, get the season stats.
Okay, for this season. All right, let me read this first. All right, in 8 seasons with the Nuggets, 596 regular season games, he averages 20.2 points, 10.5 rebounds, 6.6 assists in 596 regular games in the 8 seasons he's been with the Nuggets. Last year, just in the 2022, last year's numbers were, by the way, he's 6'11", 287 pounds. He averaged 24.5 points per game, 11.8 rebounds per game, 9.8 assist point game, and his shooting average is 70.1%.
So if you really put the numbers in perspective, Mitch kind of shut him down a little bit, because you said 21, 11, and 6.
No.
He slowed him down.
Reverse. Joker shut Mitch down.
Yeah, by double the numbers.
Almost double. Joker shut Mitch down. So, like I said, in the 6 games,
the Joker shuts down anybody. I'm saying.
But we're talking about Mitch. You guys earlier mentioned, Joker versus
the
Mitch.
comparison was Mitch. Yeah, the comparison was Mitch and Joker, and anyways,
it's not even close.
You have to.
But he's under his season averages.
Yeah,
so
but
Mitch
as
is
Mitch,
something.
Yeah, but as Mitch, you should be looking as Jokic as the standards. Like, bring it up to that. He's the most elite, so you will have to try to match his numbers as best as possible. You're not gonna go to.
There's no way.
I'm just saying to elevate. No. Jokic is an offensive monster. He's European. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you're not gonna. Your dream car isn't a Honda Accord, right? You want a Ferrari.
There's certain things.
You feel what I'm saying?
Just like RJ, just like Brian, there's certain things you can improve. You can't come with everything. RJ can't come with finishing at the rim to cut his efficiency by half. To come with mid range. I'm just saying. And then so
you lost. You lost with your first verbal. Because once you say I can't and you add that into your vocabulary, you're already putting ceilings and walls. You can't say that I can't. Like, bro, I can make better music than Jay-Z. I feel like I could play better than LeBron James.
No one can. No one's done it.
Yeah,
no one's come the next year and been great at everything. That's not how it works. It's incremental. It's impossible. No one's done it. If you show me anyone in basketball who was total crap one year, and the next year was great at everything. I'd love to see it. Even
All right, well,
Jordan took 9 years. Even Jordan took 9 years.
But that's like the point that Alex made earlier, right? Like you don't put a 3-and-D player and make him run pick and rolls. But all right, let's say Grimes, right? Grimes is a 3-and-D player, right? So what if Grimes didn't add that slash to the basket so he could get those assists like we've been seeing the highlights this past week? You feel what I'm saying? He's more than a 3-and-D player. You gotta do more than what it takes to be elite. To be elite is what everybody should be striving for.
Yeah, but
and in order to be elite, these are for the people that got love for the game. And I feel we got all those players that really love to play basketball. They're not like a big majority of these new NBA players that are just out here for a check because they got size and they could dribble, and dribble it again. Not those kind of players. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta want to strive to be elite, my nigga.
Yes, but I'm telling you, it's in sections. You think I'm telling you he has the free throw, and there's certain things that he can get to start working to get. You can put the Jokic on the poster. You can put his poster on your wall and say, "This is who I want to come after." But you can't come the next year and be like, "I'm great at free throws, great at free throws." He has to do certain things, and it's always been free throws. That's a section. Then after that, he could do a shot, get a shot by the free throw, a little hook or something, and that's why Grimes added the drive. He's balling. That's a certain section added too. All these brothers got something to prove. All of them. I don't think anybody more. I think the one who's gonna have the biggest chip and has the biggest motivation has got to be JB, Jalen Brunson. I think he's gonna be.
RJ.
I'm going with RJ.
RJ has the most to prove. He got the bag. Everybody's doubting him. He's in the convos of the trades. So Jalen Brunson is not going nowhere. We know he's gonna be here for the next. Jalen Brunson is gonna be here for the next 10 years. I could say that Jalen Brunson will be here for 10 years. RJ and the rest of the people, not like no, bro.
Yeah.
So you gotta constantly improve and prove yourself year after year after year. You have to try to become elite at what you do. Like these they not coming in playing. Who's playing the video?
Yep. No,
hey, but let me ask you something, man. I mean, we're over here putting this on the players, man. But sometimes does the coaching staff have anything to do with it?
Go ahead.
I didn't hear. I didn't say no. I didn't hear him.
Hey, pull it out, my. He's joining you. Pull out your gun.
I didn't hear him. What is that?
Go, Machete. Say it.
Does the you guys we're putting all this on the players, but does the coaching staff have anything to do with the improvement of the team? Hang on a second now. I'm not talking about Thibs, because apparently since we've had Thibs, we've gotten better.
There you go.
No, listen. Hold on.
Who I'm talking about are the assistant coaches. Are they also helping to improve the team? We had an assistant coach the summer league. We didn't do too good. That guy
Hachimoto.
Yeah, Hachimoto. You know, I mean, I mean, I don't know. I think that's I'm a coach guy. I think that we have to have good coaches in there too. We have to have quality coaches who in there. I like Thibs. I really do, man. I got my reasons why I like him, man. He's been with the squad since the 90s. On and off. He helped take us to the finals. He was part of that coaching staff that helped take us to the finals. Do we have coaches that can do the same thing that he did when he was an assistant coach?
All right,
we need that. It is just on the players all the time.
Hold on. All right, there's a part B to that. What is Rick Brunson doing? What
That's where I was going. Thank you.
What was Rick Brunson here to do? Because I thought Rick Brunson came here to be that offensive fire in Tibbs' ear, and we're not seeing that. So I figured that Brunson, as an ex-player of Tibbs and as an ex-New York Knicks player, will have more say-so. So why aren't we not executing
It's
or
too
having
early,
more
dude.
of
It's
a
like you say.
variety?
This guy is just getting here. He ain't gonna start coming in his first year, start giving orders. Now, wait a minute. The reason I asked the
Mike,
question about the coaches.
Mike,
Hold on,
he's an
Phil. The
ex-Knicks
reason,
player. He's a
hang
point
on,
guard
time
for the
out,
Knicks.
bro. But the reason I asked the questions about the assistant coaches is because you brought it up, man. You went exactly to what I wanted to talk about. Rick Brunson. I do see a little bit of an improvement with Rick Brunson helping. I did see him during the regular season off the court when the guys would come and back to the bench after the timeout or whatever. He would be one of the guys in there in their ear. He would be one of the guys there, not only just talking to his son, because I thought he was brought in to help the transition of his son coming in, and also be the guy.
To help Tibbs, because
Yeah, but also to help his son.
but
also,
Mike, he is talking to players individually, but I thought
what I'm saying.
he was
That's what
gonna
I'm
be.
saying.
I thought he was gonna come in here and say, Tibbs, look, we need to implement more players on the rotation. You got to put Grimes in. I thought he was gonna.
I don't think the first year. I don't think right away. I don't think the first year right away. You're gonna come into a situation brand new. And you're gonna fucking start giving the coaches been here 3 years orders. I don't think so. Maybe if you've been here a year and you see how things work out in New York and how it is in the locker room, at least get like, acclimated to the city. Then maybe after a year of that.
But Mike, not when you're an ex-New York Knicks player. You get certain
dude, that was 20 fucking years ago. What are you talking about, dog? He's just coming back from Chicago. This guy's been fucking Chicago. Where the fuck he's been all this time?
My guy, that's like if Allen Houston were to become the assistant coach. You don't think that Allen Houston is gonna tell him, hey, put Deuce in. I think it's time to put Deuce in. It's time to those things that we as fans been complaining about, that Tibbs hasn't been implementing and doing like Spoelstra did, going a little deeper into the bench. Like, you feel what I thought Brunson was gonna come in to do that, to be that player to talk to Tibbs. He's the only one with stripes that, and as a player, and especially as a New York Knicks player, you should be able to come into Tibbs. Not doubt, but tell him, hey, you're not doing this, you're not doing that.
You got a shop, right? You and me used to work together. We've been working together for years. I go away. We've been separated, doing our own thing. And I come back to your shop. You asked me to come back to your shop because I'm a better management or whatever, a better manager for your crew or whatever. I come back in the first year. I mean, I'm not asking you to manage my crew, but I think he's there. He was there for his son.
Mike,
I think we had him.
All right, like you said, right? If we both had a company and you already know me for years, boom, 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 you leave, right? And some new niggas there, but he don't know how I rock and how I do, you know what I mean? Or how this organization does for shit to run smoothly. And then you come back into play. I can't have this guy running things because you already know how shit is done. And you're going to know how I think. Just like when D Rose was brung here, it wasn't much you had to tell D Rose because D Rose been with Tibbs for years, so he knew how to run the offense. He already knew Tibbs's mindset and what he's gonna say or do.
So then
it's one thing.
Players then. So you guys are saying coaches to involve it in there. So the players, the chemistry on what they know the plays. What more do you think that the coaches can do to get the? Hold on, all right, Hey, go ahead, sports fan Toronto.
Come on, man. You guys make it sound like these guys, they learn the fucking plays, and then what? They don't need coaches anymore.
I'm asking.
What are you talking about, bro? You always gonna need the coaches there.
Go ahead, sports fan.
Can you imagine being a fly on the wall on Popovich's coaching room or war room, whatever you want to call it, and then you bring in some new guy and be like, "Yo, I need you to handle this," or being in Scotia's wall and being like, "Yo, come in, new guy, I need you to come handle this." Do you see how we talking about our head coach? Like, do we have the right man in the position for the job? Like, yeah. you really gonna have an outside agent come in and be like, "Yo, handle this super important detail of my team." Like, you really gonna sit here until Greg Popovich, bro, sit back. You were brought here, or I was brought here to handle the offense. So sit back and you just handle the defense. Can you imagine that conversation with Popovich?
Okay, so you proven that. Hold on. You proven that. Hold on. You proven that because just like you saying with Pop, that nobody tells Pop what to do. Pop is the Don Dada. Pop is the Don. And all the other are the Coleones and everybody else around, right?
I see where you're going.
Tibbs is that guy. Tibbs has a winning record. He has a winning playoff proven, not only regular season and playoffs.
Coach of the year. Coach of the year.
He's taking you to playoffs 2 out of 3 years. What are you going to tell someone who's winning how to win? I'm winning, and you try to tell me how to win.
You throwing out all these accolades, but there's one thing that Tibbs don't have that Pop does. Actually, let me rephrase that. There's 5 things that Popovich has that Tibbs doesn't.
How many years? How many years has Pop played for the Spurs? How many years has he coached for them?
I apologize. I'm having a situation here. I gotta know.
Yes. 10, 15.
I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry, panel. I got a situation I gotta handle, and I'll catch you guys maybe next Saturday.
Yo, thanks for the fucking.
We appreciate you, brother. Salute. Do your thing.
Appreciate you.
God bless, man. Say hi to fam.
What you're saying with Popovich there. So Popovich, everybody's saying that they won't tell Pop what to do. Pop's the guy. He's the standard. He's the gold standard. You're telling someone who had, first of all, he had how many number 1 draft picks? He's had
exactly. That's
Dave Robinson, Duncan. He's had a lot of tools in the
lot of all-stars. And he had a lot of all-stars.
He had autonomy with the front office to do whatever you need to do, run it your way, and then they built it. And they had hell of a players. These number 1s was the best players statistically in all NBA. They both of them are top 50 in the NBA.
Robinson, we go from talking about Brunson to Popovich?
Well, we're talking about
coaching comparison.
Yo, but it's like Phil said. You can't compare Thibs' tenure with the Knicks with Popovich.
With Popovich, exactly.
Everybody is. No way. It's not us. Everybody's saying fire Tibbs. Everybody's saying to get rid of this guy who has a winning. Hold on.
Not everybody's saying that, man. Not everybody's saying that.
But hold on. Alex's point every time on the show is saying fire Tibbs. But there's nobody that can fill his shoes, bro.
It's not just him. It's half of the Knicks nation who's always saying, and there's nobody. Who are you going to get? Doc Rivers, who has a bunch of playoffs but never gets anywhere? There's nobody there's no super winner.
You can't listen to half of you can't listen to half of Knicks Nation because half of Knicks Nation
they got PTSD. They got PTSD.
Excuse me, is the youth who've been around, who haven't seen us win in the last 20, 25 years. They've seen like fucking 15 coaches on the Knicks. So you can't have half of Knicks Nation. That's what they've seen. The other half, who has older experience and understands a little bit more, that's the other half. But we can't go by what everybody's saying, man. Because I think half of Knicks Nation, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about because they're just young and inexperienced. I'm not saying they don't know everything, but I mean they're just looking at it from a recent perspective. You know, they look at
stats.
Half of them don't even remember Knicks. Half of them don't even remember when Thibs was the fucking assistant coach.
Bro, it's like
as a fact.
Mike, it's like you said. A lot of these kids didn't grow up with the Knicks. Like a big majority of them didn't see the great fucking 90s Knicks. They didn't see the 99 Knicks. You know what I mean? With Sprewell and a lot of people go off of analytics, bro. They go with numbers and with the record and this. They don't see that all these other players. Bro, it's not easy to win a chip, bro. You have to have multiple all-star players, number 1. You can't just have like the Warriors grew into an all-star team. You know what I mean? That's what we strive to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all of them are veterans. And they got a veteran and look at all the guys.
But when they were growing, when they were first got together, they were all growing, young.
With Mark Jackson era. But even after the Mark Jackson era, you have you have guys that have been there and matured. Their role has matured over time. You know what I mean? You look at these teams that have been winning over the last few years. Other than the Bucks, their coach when they won wasn't really there that long. But you had Kerr's been there a few years. Popovich has been there a lot of years. The coach that just won right now with the Nuggets, he's been there with the Nuggets already 5 or 6 years, maybe longer. From what I understand.
It's like Dwight, Mike. It's like Dwight was saying. There's not a lot of great coaches out there like that. Look at like he said, Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers been to the playoff about 15 years, never won shit.
He won one. He did. He won one.
He won one.
All right, but I'm saying that
But listen, even with that, regardless of whoever fired Tibbs and all that, listen, the whole point of even having him this long is culture. So stability. It's the whole point of having stability to our organization that we didn't have. We had chaos prior to this.
Bro, we were faceless. We were faceless for 20 years. We were faceless for 20 years. And now that Tibbs, which is the New York culture, which was brought up in New York culture, which has New York culture experience and has built relations upon his resume. So you can't, come on, bro. There's not, bro. Tell me one other coach. Go ahead.
Now you said that, you think about guys, he brought in a coach, like you said, who's been a Knicks fan since he was a kid. Because Phipps talks about how he was a Knicks fan when his father used to take him because his father was a Knicks fan.
As a baby.
Now you're talking about, wait a minute. We're still talking about
facts.
RJ, who said, I'm a Knick. And they got pictures of him as a kid wearing a Knicks uniform. You got Jalen Brunson, who was wearing a Knicks t-shirt because his dad played for the Knicks, our point guard, who was almost all-star in his first year with us. Only reason he wasn't an all-star because they were hating on the Knicks, whose dad was a Knick. He may not have been a great Knick, but he was there when we were in the playoff and we were making a little bit of a run. He was a rookie. So now you got guys who are Knicks fans since birth. This is what you've seen. You see it in the coach, other than IQ and some of the other guys, but we're talking about our main players. RJ, JB, our coach Rick. We got 5 guys who are Knicks fans for at least 50 years. At least
Mike, that goes to the point where I said, podcast a few podcasts ago, everything that you're talking about started with the hiring of Leon. You feel what? No, it was Leon. Leon structured all of that, and that's where I said Leon is leapfrogging us.
The Don
with the Don is accessing leapfrogging us with bringing in people that have played together. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I thought maybe how he's doing. He's bringing the unity in together. He brought in Brunson. No, he brought in Tibbs, number 1. Then after Tibbs, he brought in Rick Brunson. With Rick Brunson, you got his son. After his son, you bring in his best friend. You feel what I'm saying? After that, you bring in this guy. That's why I was thinking. Connections. I was thinking that, my bad. I was thinking that the next move was gonna bring Zion in for RJ, but the fact that we have Julius Randle, who's playing like
not only that, Phil, if we want to bring in Zion, but not only that, Phil, but if we were to bring in Zion,
it wouldn't work.
It's like shouts out to Raw Hebrew earlier. Raw Hebrew Remnant was talking earlier about we really do have a good squad, man. He's also feeling very confident in our squad. So we have a guy, like you were saying, who from the very beginning, he's really trying to build this team into a contender, man. I mean, he brought in a good budget guy. He brought in good assistants for the coach. He brought in a good coach. The coach brought in a good assistant, and the players that he wants, we're getting, and the players that he don't want, we got rid of. So we're trying to do it Thibs way. You know what I mean? We're trying to work it Thibs way with Leon's pull that he has for CAA and the players that we have out there and see what we can do. We got the draft, we got the first rounders, we got plenty of first rounders, we got plenty of second rounders. This is a guy who's working really hard to make this organization legit for years to come, not just for like the little while. So making a move like trying to get Zion would dismantle all the work that we did. You come and get Zion, okay, he's a great player. If he plays the whole entire year, if he plays the whole fucking year, which I doubt it very much. I actually do, and I would like to see Zion play this whole entire year, man. I think that he's trying to get in shape. You know, and I think that he's gonna hopefully he'll bring it and the Pelicans can do good. But I wouldn't want to go out and get him just like I was saying. Like I was saying about Raw. Raw earlier was saying that it would be pointless to go out and go get Donovan Mitchell right now, because then you would knock down all the work that we've done. To get him right now, we'll get rid of a bunch of players that we worked really hard to develop and put in the situation that they are right now, so that hopefully the following year, the year that's coming right now, we'll be able to, you know, go to at least the Eastern Conference Finals. But we can't go out and get guys like Donovan Mitchell right now. We can't go out and get guys like Zion. Let's work with what we have. I think the guys agree. I think the players agree. Let's just give it another year with the guys that we have and see what happens. We got to.
And my point to that conversation. My point to that conversation is that Leon Rose is actually building, like you said, a team for years to come. I think Leon Rose is building a dynasty team. And in order to be a dynasty team, I mean, you got to win at least 3 in a row. And I think in the direction that we're going in, not only this year we could be the number 3 seed, but we could also be one of the first teams since the Lakers to win 3 in a row.
All right. So just to get...
Now you're going too far. Now you're done jinxing my fucking team.
Let's get
with you.
All right, so let's look at Geraldine.
I'm fucking trying to jinx my fucking team. We haven't even won one. This guy's talking about 3 fucking championships.
Hold on, guys. You came in with watching the Alps with Zion. We throw a little plug and play there. Geraldine McIver says, "Please tell me how many chips has Thibodeau won as a head coach, and how long has he been coaching?" He's been coaching as a head coach under 15 years. I want to say about 13 years.
Who said that? Who asked that question?
These young guys, look, all God bless and thank you for the comment and everything. But you made my point. These are young people who don't know the history.
Mike, let Dwight
I'm sorry, Dwight, go ahead.
reading. Jesus, this shit could go left and you already got a comment.
Let's bring it in. I'm gonna let you guys do this. Anyway,
go ahead, finish the comment.
He wants to know how many years. He's been about 13 years head coach. Again, as a defensive coach, he was winning in Chicago. He did pretty well in Minnesota. Not that great because he had too many hats, and he's won none as a answer.
Who said that comment?
Geraldine McIver.
All right. Quick question to Geraldine. How many coaches don't have wives and is married to the game?
Then you're gonna wait for their response on the chat anyway. So all that to say is that, again, it's a system that we're running. He's a winning coach in regular season and in the playoffs. He has a defensive system. What wins championships, regardless of what anybody else says, if they want to say that offense wins games or wins championships, it may have won 1, it may have won 2 in all of the years that you're talking about, but it's always been defense. It's always been defense, top to bottom. What wins games is half-court offense in the playoffs and defense. That is why he's a defensive coach. That's why he has this system. That's why we have players that's surrounded with defensive players.
Dwight, those 2 winning chips that you're talking about, those 2 winning offensive chips that you're talking about could have only came from Golden State Warriors. And at that time that Golden State was unleashing an offensive bombardment on the league, they were also number 1 in defense. I'm not saying number 1, but they were a top tier defensive team. So defense has a lot to do with winning a chip.
And a way to win in the league. You may have a Cinderella story, a random one opportunity lucky that went offensive, and even then, that's when LeBron and AD were hurt, or they're out of it, or the major players were out of the playoffs that one team that just got so lucky and made it through the cracks. One with offense. That may have happened. Just like Denver made it, they did all right this year, but there was a lot of teams that really weren't at their prime. But Memphis, Golden State, and other teams, they did good. But now, if you're really that good, you got to repeat. And there's not many teams that can good defense. So Tibbs also has something to prove. He did last year. We had questions on his gameplay calling, on what he could do as in-game rotation. Will he play the young players? He has made some of those adjustments. And G-Man is right. We started winning more when he cut the rotation, which shows the skill set of the players that know their role or how they're going to execute. That's what they do. So other than that, if you guys, Geraldine, let me know who would you get. A realistic coach. Mark Jackson is not out there. You can't get him.
He's been double beat from the league. He's been double beat from the league.
He's an invisible coach. It's impossible for you to land him. Would you guys prefer Jeff Gundy?
Van Gundy ain't coming. Forget about it. Van Gundy ain't coming.
Everybody, now's your chance. If you think anyone other than Tibbs, put in the chat or put a comment on the video who it is and why and what you think.
Bro, I can tell you what the commenters are gonna say. They're gonna say Ty Lue. Ty Lue is not better than Tibbs. Who else they're gonna say? They're gonna say Johnny Bryant. Johnny Bryant hasn't coached one lick of nothing. Like, come on, let's come to reality. There is no better.
He's a rainbow. Mark Jackson. You're not gonna. You see him, but you can't touch it. You're not getting him. Jay Wright from Villanova. That's not a bad choice, but again, it's someone who hasn't coached the NBA and college. Johnny Bryant is.
Hey, can I just read some things? Can I just read some things about? Can I just read some things about Coach Tibbs? All right.
Floor is yours.
So he was like his coaching career when he was just an assistant coach, and just his beginning years at Salem State, he was an assistant in 1981 through 1984. 1981 through 1985. Then he was an assistant coach at Harvard University from 1985 to 1989. Then from 1989 to 1991, he was from 1989 to 91, he was the Minnesota Timberwolves assistant. Then from 92 to 94, he was the San Antonio Spurs assistant. Then from 94 to 96, he was a 76ers assistant. Then from 96 to 2003, he was the Knicks assistant. And we made a couple of runs from 96 to 2003, we made a bunch of playoff runs. Those are some good years right there. I mean, not in 2000, but I mean from 96 at least to 2000. And then from 2000, and then from 2003 to 2007, he was with the Houston Rockets. From 07 to 2010, he was with the Boston Celtics, where he won He was an associate head coach at Boston. He was only a coach from 2010 to 2015 with the Chicago Bulls. And this is what I wanted to look at right here, what his record was.
Mike, he won a chip with the Celtics, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so he got a ring. He got a ring. So people need to stop asking, when was Tibbs a winning coach? What year was that, Mike? Can you please repeat that?
2008.
2008. Tibbs
2008. He was associate head coach for the Boston Celtics, who won a goddamn ring.
Yeah, stop it.
Yo,
he got a ring.
Minute. That's what I'm saying. That people don't remember, or they have short memories, man.
Hey, whether
if it ain't an instant scroll on social media, they're not gonna research it. People don't.
Exactly.
All right.
But wait a minute, let's do the research for them. Wait a minute.
Go ahead, Mike. Continue. My bad. Go ahead,
I'm sorry, Dwight.
Chicago.
Real quick, first time commenter, Eric Rican. We appreciate you. The CAA Mafia has been a blessing thus far. Stop looking across the street and looking at what's in front of you. It takes time to build.
Thank you.
Facts.
That's absolutely right.
Facts. Salute to the chat. Salute to our.
Yo, we love our chats, our knowledgeable chats. But what I
Facts.
was saying is that people forget. Look, this guy was in men's basketball, represented the United States. He was in the Olympic Games. He was an assistant coach for the United States Olympics in 2016, and when we were in Rio de Janeiro, we won the gold. By the way, who we won the gold with, that counts.
So hell yeah, that counts.
Yo, in the 2014 FIBA World Cup, he was assistant coach for the United States. Won a gold, 2 golds, 1 chip.
2 golds, 1 chip.
Hang on a second, there's more. You, they got.
Yeah,
We're not gonna read the resume. We ain't got time for all that. People can look at it.
Resume,
all right.
But there's some stuff that's important numbers
The
there.
whole resume, buddy's good. We've been here 2 hours. If they don't know he's good, put who you think is gonna do it. There's been a couple of good suggestions.
Tibbs got a chip.
The old Villanova.
Tibbs got a chip.
Johnny Harris.
Hey. Wait. But I was trying to read this real quick. This is most important. Can I just get this off real quick? All right. When he was in Chicago from 2010 to 2011, he lost in the conference finals. His first year, lost in the conference finals. In Chicago from 2011 to 2012, that year, they were first in the Central, lost in the first round. Okay. In Chicago in 2013, 2012, 2013, they were second in the Central, lost in the conference semifinals. So this is a guy that goes to conference finals, loses in the first round, conference finals.
Top 5 teams, top 5 in teams.
Chicago, when he was in Chicago 2013, 2014, they were second in the Central, lost in the first round. Okay, kind of falling off.
What the cat's saying is, hey, what have you done for me lately? Basically, as assistant coach, they're not giving props to him on that. So, which everybody has their opinion on. Whether you agree, I understand they're gonna have their opinion, which is crazy.
My question is to you: how many assistant coaches do you know that got 2 gold medals? Assistant coaches out there with 2 gold medals.
Yeah, listen, they don't get it. That's why they are
0, 1. Fibs.
All right, but a lot of people don't have this knowledge, and that's why I thank Mike for bringing these things up, because, bro, like people got to stop playing with Tibbs' name.
Real, dude. This guy goes to the playoffs every fucking year he's in.
Hey, his name is Tom Thibodeau. Thibodeau.
The only bad stain on his record is the 2018 when he got fired from Minnesota. 2018, 2019.
Yeah, let me read the text. Geraldine McGarry said Mark Jackson built it with Golden State, but couldn't get them over the top. And then Steve Kerr went there for the front years and won it with Golden State.
That's not a fact.
And you agree. That's a fact. There's none of you. He was a great coach. We do love Mark Jackson, but the reality is he's not going to coach. They're not going to let him. We can say.
All right, no, but what I was saying that's not a fact that they double beat him out the league because he believed in God. Mark Jackson could have the same results as Steve Kerr. But ain't nobody gonna tell me that Mark Jackson was the one that unleashed them boys. So don't tell me that Steve Kerr came in there and became this offensive master. Which no. That
saying the same thing.
If Mark Jackson would have stayed in the league, he would have had the same records. They would have had the same amount of chips. Stop it.
So, Michael Drake, you think that Tibbs is in the hot seat if he doesn't get us past the second round? He must be removed. Help me understand.
Hey, hold up, my bad. Hey, they just redid Tibbs' contract last week or 2. He just re-signed his lease.
But that's a good question, though. What if? That's a good question, though. But
how's it a good question? How's it a good question if they just re-signed him? They gave him more years, bro. Tibbs just redid his contract.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Just like you guys like to get about us winning. What if hypothetically speaking, like the in the chat just said, what if, let's make it even worse. What if he got knocked out in the first round? How's that gonna look? If we got knocked out in the first round this year?
That would never. My nigga.
I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking.
Okay, all right. Everybody would have to play with blinders on the court and be bumping into each other for us to fucking lose in the first round. That is not gonna happen, bro. There's no regression, bro.
So then what happens if you lose in the second round, like you said?
It doesn't. Nothing happens right now. Nothing happens. if we would have been 3 years in a row if it wasn't for Noel's injury and Mitch's injury and then the stupid players that we had. So we would have been basically 3 in a row playoff. So what does that make us? What does it make the 90s Knicks? Our 90s Knicks are legendary to us because they didn't win the chip, but they were in the playoffs every year. They contended, they fought. That's why they're nostalgic to the Knicks players because of how we played, the effort, and we were in the playoffs, whether we got bounced out the first round or the second round by Michael Jordan. Those are things that still burn in our memories right now. But people don't want to reflect on that. We're in the playoffs almost each and every year with Tibbs right now. We're in the playoffs with him, with what we're doing now, with the players that people didn't think were worth anything, with Julius Randle, who they thought had no value, with RJ Barrett, who's developing, who they didn't think was going to be anything, with people who they thought we sucked at picking. We got Quentin Grimes and we got IQ, who we developed. And now they're almost 6 man of the year. We didn't even include them in the trade for Donovan. So these are all the changes what people hated and said that we couldn't do. We are proving them wrong. We got a functional front office. We got a more than exceptional and coach. Competent coach that's ready to coach, that's doing the right thing. We developed our players and our youth plus our picks.
And we elevate every year.
Added assets through picks, which we didn't get any. None of the picks that we've had, anyone that we haven't had first a number 1 pick since Ewing. Even then, Ewing was a 3. RJ was a 3. After that, we've never had anything in the top 10 other than Obi. That's why people loved Obi, because he was an 8th pick. Other than that, you can't name
and when we got RJ, we were really tanking because we had 17 wins and we still didn't get blessed with the number 1 option. We had the worst record in the NBA. And that's the year. And that's the year when the Knicks tanked. That's the year when the league decided, let's change the rules and make everything even for everybody. Fuck out of here.
Look at all the number 1s that OKC has. Number 1 picks. They're possible getting up there. They ain't even making it in the playoffs. Look at all the I'm talking about number 1s, like
Cleveland. Cleveland had like 4 back-to-back.
Look how many number 1s Orlando Magic has. And these guys aren't even in the playoffs. And we've got a 23rd pick, a 35th pick, a 58th pick, and
second round picks.
And all these second rounds and acquired picks. And what people are saying, we've developed those talents. We got our players. RJ Barrett, hate him or love him, he's giving you 20 a night. Yes, there's a lot of things that he could be doing better. Yes, there could. Freaking Ja Morant could be stop waving guns on Instagram and not do, but that's an area of opportunity he'll come back to. There's a lot of things people can do good and eventually get there. Stop waving the Glocks and get in. He's losing 25 games this year just for showing a gun. So those are stats you ain't getting for him for 25 games. Zion hasn't played in almost 3 years. Give or take.
Salute to RJ for being a stand-up warrior.
For 5 years. So there's a lot of people don't look at, they only look at the negative. We're in a society of people looking at a negative and dwelling on it, and they don't see the positive. We've been in playoff. We've been in basketball hell for a long time. We just got to the top. We just escaped. We got our elbows in, but people were like, yo, why aren't you at the top of the... It takes steps, people. You got to appreciate what you have. People always want that's what you guys are looking at social media. You always want what's on the other side of that filter. But you don't know the people that you're looking at are covered in filters. It's not real. It's not legit. It doesn't happen like
Facts. That. Well, a lot of people don't understand that the league has put in the New York Knicks in a quicksand set. You feel what I'm saying? And like it's hard to climb up those trenches when you got a whole league working against your organization.
It's hard to win a championship. Nobody's done these back-to-back since Jordan, and even then,
the Lakers were the last team to three-peat, and that's because they had Kobe and Shaq, what? Lakers, Shaq, and Kobe were the last teams to three-peat after Michael Jordan. I looked it up. Not that many teams had that. That's why I was having this argument.
And even then, even as you're looking at that, to your point, you're talking about two freaks of nature.
That's what I was saying. My nigga Shaq is an Amazon beast playing like he was playing against junior high school kids.
Yo, Shaq would have
and,
dominated in any era of basketball.
and Kobe was a fucking the second mirror image of a killer to Michael Jordan, because Kobe was a killer, bro. He had a killer mindset.
And hold on, Harris, I know you ain't talking, sir, because you're Heat. The only reason y'all won.
I don't have my chat up. What he said.
The only reason y'all won was because of Shaq. It's not because you had great coaching. Or no. Y'all had Shaq. Y'all had to buy your championships. So let's keep
Harris.
Let's keep it a buck. Y'all got Shaq. You had Wade. Y'all paid your way up there. And then you got LeBron, Boston, Wade, and you paid for
which Spoelstra never coached LeBron, Chris Bosh, or Wade at the peak level that they were in. There was plenty of times where I saw LeBron and Wade getting ready to bitch smack Spoelstra live on television, barking at him. So don't tell me that Spoelstra
you remember
great
that time?
coach.
You remember that time?
Yeah, they lost 14 in a row. They lost 14 in a row, and they were bitching at Spoelstra. Spoelstra's not that great of a coach. I hate it when
LeBron did this. You remember LeBron did this?
Yo, the last year,
and then Wade got in his face and he was like, "Shut up, you little Spoelstra! Shut up! You're Riley's pet. Shut up!" They were like, we're out here on the court winning these games. It ain't your coaching. It's the talent that we have out here. Chris Bosh was at the top of his career when he joined the Heat. Wade was at the top of his career when he handed LeBron the keys. So stop it, bro.
Right? And
don't compare the Heat. Don't ever compare the Heat to us.
The only year that Spoelstra gets props for is last year. That is it. That's the only time that he truly coached talent that was effective. And even then, he sucked the entire year. You guys were crap until you made your little run that you guys made. All that being said, he sucks. And then let's start wrapping it up because we're going to be here all day. We appreciate you guys. G-Man says the sad thing is, too, is because when the Knicks are good, it only means good for the NBA. Coquito, that's right. Big facts. It's when we good, it's good for everybody. Us making the playoffs is significant. I think Michael Drake was saying that Tibbs is on the hot seat if he doesn't get to the second round. I don't think so. He's here for the haul. If we make
we was at the Eastern Conference Finals. We was right there. So how are we gonna go back like that? Like
definitely don't see us going back.
If we don't listen, if we don't make the Eastern Conference Championship.
Nah, don't even say it. It ain't gonna happen. Don't even say it. Don't even say it. It ain't gonna happen.
We need to be competitive.
Don't even put it out there.
That's it. We need to be competitive and make it to the second round. We make it to the second round.
ECF, my nigga, ECF.
It ain't the Knicks getting ready to beat teams. It's teams getting ready to beat the Knicks. Let's get that straight. We ain't out there trying to beat motherfuckers. Motherfuckers gonna be out there trying to beat us. So yeah, we're gonna hold it on. We're not gonna regress. We're not regressing. We got to the second round, first time in a while. When was the last time we got to the second round?
Bro, how many times have we not come back from a 25-point deficit against good teams? Like
good teams away from home.
Come on, bro.
We played away from home. This is the thing that.
Are you crazy, bro? This ain't the same Knicks.
You want the same Knicks? We can bet Coquito. We can do that. Your team. And y'all better keep praying for Damian Lillard. That's the only way y'all even making it past anywhere. Because you guys lost all your opposites.
And you know what? I'm actually hoping that y'all get Damian Lillard. You know why?
You could be
what are they gonna have after that? What are they gonna have after that? So go get Damian Lillard. Go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyway,
they already lost. They already lost most of their squad anyway. Fuck the ops.
Too long.
Fuck the ops.
Listen, we've been killing this a long time. We appreciate you guys. We're super passionate. All that from the coach to Mitch to Jalen Brown to Grimes, to IQ, everybody. The whole point of this whole video was that we have something to prove. We have something to prove to those Heat fans that keep talking that trash. We have something to Tibbs has something to prove to the coaches. Everybody want to replace Coach Tibbs, that he is the guy for our job. So I think Tibbs has something to prove on that. Jalen Brunson to the All-Star. Congratulations on your wedding, sir. We appreciate you. Big things coming for you. Mitchell Robinson, salute to your new daughter. You got things to prove. Free throw. So we can let them 3 bombs unleash and go to the Drew League, go to Rico Hines. Guess to go out with some real competition and put them skills to work. We believe in you. We got the most passionate fans here on this panel, in this chat. Everybody, you guys got any final words to close out for the Knicks? Do they have something to prove?
Yo, we didn't mention a bunch of other guys out there. We got sidetracked, like as always. But we didn't talk about Quentin Grimes. We didn't talk about Dalen, what's his name? Dalen Windler?
Yeah.
Windler?
Yeah, the no pickup. What you mentioned in the chat.
We always on the chat talking about shit we're gonna talk about. We don't. But shouts out to these guys. We'll catch them next time. It's still early. It's really not too much to talk about. We're just bullshitting right now. But peace out, everybody. Have a good week.
What you got to say, New Knicks? Anything to close out?
Yo, I would like to thank everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? Thank you for the input. Thank you for rocking out with your fam. You know what I mean? I want to thank Sports Fan Pronto, Mike the Specialist, Mike, my brother, everybody that makes things happen, even, you know what I mean, we always gonna give you some good content, you know what I mean? There's some fun, entertaining, you know what I mean? It's all out of love, and thank you for rocking out with us.
Well, we appreciate you guys. To the chat, Johnny Harris, G-Man 78, Geraldine MacGyver,
Drake,
Spread, Michael Drake, everybody that's out there. We appreciate you guys. That's always commenting, always coming through. We appreciate you guys. Our new out there, Eric.
Yeah, the new
Epic Rican.
Shout out.
Commenting, we love it. We get feedback off you guys. We appreciate you guys so much. We give you content. We talk out there, and we just have fun with it. Sometimes we derail. We get left with it, but we try to make it fun. We enjoy ourselves.
We get passionate.
This is how we talk on the phone all the time. So sometimes it can be extended. We go for hours, so we try to dumb it down a little bit for you guys. But we get excited. We appreciate you guys enjoying it, commenting, wanting to join the chat as well. Come on the show. We appreciate you guys. Until the next time, the Organic Fanatics. Yo, we out.
Yo, Mike, hit him with that outro, baby.
Forms and films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the Organic Podcast.
Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks.